Hey guys, welcome back to Vita Island. Today we're going to be unboxing Reverie, the limited edition, yet another PlayStation Vita game that I haven't played yet. But first, I'm going to grab something to drink. Ow! So here is the limited edition box for Reverie, and they are individually numbered, and hey, I got a pretty low number. Let's see what's inside. Alright, so inside we have the certificate, and the certificate number matches the back of the box. And I should also mention that the box and the certificate are embossed, so they have a little kind of bumped out effect to them. And the back. And here we have the soundtrack. Wow, I really like this art on here. Let's go ahead and open this up. So we have an outer sleeve on the soundtrack as well. And then we got some pencil drawn feathers and the Reverie text on here as well. And it looks like we've got 20 tracks on the soundtrack. Some nice art on the inside as well. And the fold-out insert has some also, it looks like watercolor and pencil or pen artwork on the inside. And here we have the map, which is pretty cool. I love when they include a map. All right, and then we have the game. And here is the case, the back. Inside we have a manual and reversible cover. It's just art on the inside, so not really. I mean, I guess you could reverse it, but then you wouldn't have the text on the spine. So just interior art, I suppose. Game card. And the manual. This is actually a pretty nice sized manual. So here's all the different options, the main menu options, displaying inventory, game UI, the map, controls, and those are Vita specific controls, which is cool. The story, enemies. I kind of like that this is all kind of like a sort of a watercolor pencil look to it, and sort of a handwritten look too. It kind of makes it look like a journal or something. And we've got the characters, national anthem. That's pretty cool. Oh, and here's a photo. Okay, we've got more photos. That is interesting. All right. I guess the last half is just photos. That is weird. But as far as the actual manual pages, it looks like we've got 15, and then past that is just the photos. All right, so this is Reverie, the limited edition for PlayStation Vita, and this is everything you get in the box. All right, let's check out the gameplay. You guys know I love my Super Nintendo, and right now there are so many spectacular indie games that are designed to have this 16-bit aesthetic. So many of them are on the Vita, which is great because sometimes it feels like a portable Super Nintendo with CD quality sound, trophies, analog sticks, and online capability. And the Nintendo Switch is kind of going that same way. I just wish they would add trophies or achievements. Anyway, Reverie is a game that many have compared to Earthbound and Zelda: Link to the Past. And they aren't wrong. It has that very clean cartoon look to it. Not a lot of shading, mostly flat colors with black outlines. The combat is action-oriented like Zelda, and most of the overworld shares a similar look and feel to Earthbound. The music is quite good and the sound effects are smooth. Nothing sounded too jarring to me. Everything was pretty easy on the ears. So, as the story goes, you are visiting your grandparents on summer vacation. They have lived on Torami Island their whole lives, but this will be the first time you're old enough to explore on your own. Just be careful. It is said that the island is inhabited by wrathful spirits, which disrupt the peace and serenity of the local area. As you make your way around the island, helping out the locals, you'll come across several useful items to help you along the way, like a snorkel for swimming, a shovel for digging, a pet rock, which I thought was hilarious, but also extremely useful. You can use it to hold down pressure plates, to block projectiles, or use it as a projectile itself by hitting it with your cricket bat. What an incredibly useful item that originally seems completely useless. I seriously want a pet rock in all of my adventure games from now on. The only real issue I had with the game is that many of the dungeons will require you to use several different items to get through. More items than you have equipment slots for. So you'll be constantly going to your inventory and swapping items back and forth. I really wish they would have had more equipment slots or made more of the items passive so they wouldn't need to be equipped in order to use them, or just don't require so many different items to get through a single dungeon. It wouldn't be so bad if I only had to equip one set of items per dungeon. But it was just so tedious swapping between items so frequently sometimes. On the positive side, the game features several unique areas with various terrain, always keeping things fresh, collectible feathers to discover along the way, boss battles, lots of room puzzles to solve, and mini games. The game is fairly short, maybe 4 to 5 hours on average, but it's a fun adventure that's really good for the price. Buying the PlayStation 4 or Vita version will get you both versions of the game since it is a cross-buy title, and the trophies will stack. However, it is also available on the Nintendo Switch. Not really sure why we haven't seen this one on the Xbox yet, but maybe one day. Alright guys, thanks for visiting. Watch for falling coconuts on the way out, and until next time, I'll see you later.